ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। Hari Om everyone. We will chant Khatkamala Stotram. I hope you are all familiar with this now. I'm hoping you are all chanting without much effort, effortlessly. Let us see. ह्रीङ्कारासनगर्भितानलशिखां सौक्लीं कलां बिभ्रतीं सौवर्णाम्बरधारिणीं वरसुधाधौतां त्रिनेत्रोज्ज्वलां वन्दे पुस्तकपाशमङ्कुशधरां स्रग्भूषिताम्बुज्ज्वलां त्वां गौरीं त्रिपुरां परात्परकलां श्रीचक्रसञ्चारिणीम् अस्य श्रीशुद्धशक्तिमाला महामन्त्रस्य उपस्थेन्द्रियाधिष्ठायी वरुणादित्य ऋषिः दैवी गायत्री छन्दः सात्विकप्रकार भट्टारक पीठस्थित कामेश्वराङ्क निलया महाकामेश्वरी श्रीललिता परा भट्टारिका देवता ऐं बीजं क्लीं शक्तिः सौकीलकं मम खड्गसिद्ध्यर्थे जपे विनियोगः मूलमन्त्रेण षडङ्गन्यासं कुर्यात् आरक्ताभां त्रिनेत्रामरुणिमवदनां रत्नताटङ्करम्यां हस्ताम्भोजैः सपाशाङ्कुशमदनधनुस्सायकैः विस्फुरन्तीम् आपीनोत्तुङ्गवक्षोरुह कलशलुठत्तारहारोज्ज्वलाङ्गीं ध्यायेदम्बोरुहस्ताम् अरुणिमवसनाम् ईश्वरीम् ईश्वराणां लमित्यादि पञ्चपूजां कुर्यात् यथाशक्ति मूलमन्त्रं जपेत्। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः। ॐ नमः त्रिपुरसुन्दरी हृदयदेवी शिरोदेवी शिखादेवी कवचदेवी नेत्रदेवी अस्त्रदेवी कामेश्वरी भगमालिनी नित्यक्लिन्ने भेरुण्डे वह्निवासिनी महावज्रेश्वरी शिवदूती त्वरिते कुलसुन्दरी नित्ये नीलपताके विजये सर्वमङ्गले ज्वालामालिनी चित्रे महानित्ये परमेश्वर परमेश्वरी मित्रेशमयी षष्ठीशमयी बुद्धीशमयी चर्यानाथमयी लोपामुद्रमयी अगस्त्यमयी कालतापनमयी धर्माचर्यमयी मुक्तकेशीश्वरमयी दीपकलानाथमयी विष्णुदेवमयी प्रभाकरदेवमयी तेजोदेवमयी मनोजदेवमयी कल्याणदेवमयी वासुदेवमयी रत्नदेवमयी श्रीरामानन्दमयी अणिमा सिद्धे लघिमा सिद्धे गरिमा सिद्धे महिमा सिद्धे वशित्व ईशित्व सिद्धे वशित्व सिद्धे प्राकाम्य सिद्धे भुक्ति सिद्धे इच्छा सिद्धे प्राप्ति सिद्धे सर्वकाम सिद्धे ब्राह्मी माहेश्वरी कौमारी वैष्णवी वाराही माहेन्द्री चामुण्डे महालक्ष्मी सर्वसंक्षोभिणी सर्वविद्राविणी सर्वाकर्षिणी सर्ववशङ्करी सर्वोन्मादिनी सर्वमहाङ्कुशे सर्वखेचरी सर्वबीजे सर्वयोने सर्वत्रिखण्डे त्रैलोक्यमोहनचक्रस्वामिनी प्रकटयोगिनी कामाकर्षिणी बुद्ध्याकर्षिणी अहंकाराकर्षिणी शब्दाकर्षिणी स्पर्शाकर्षिणी रूपाकर्षिणी रसाकर्षिणी गंधाकर्षिणी चित्ताकर्षिणी धैर्याकर्षिणी स्मृत्याकर्षिणी नामाकर्षिणी बीजाकर्षिणी आत्माकर्षिणी अमृताकर्षिणी शरीराकर्षिणी सर्वाशा परिपूरक चक्र स्वामिनी गुप्त योगिनी अनंग कुसुमे अनंग मेखले अनंग मदने अनंग मदनातुरे Anangarekhe, Anangavegini, Anangankushe, Anangamalini, Sarva Sanshobhana Chakra Swamini, Guptatara Yogini, Sarva Sanshobhini, Sarva Vidravini, Sarva Karshini, Sarva Ahladini, Sarva Sammohini, Sarva Stambhini, Sarva Jumbhini, Sarva Vashankari, Sarva Ranjani, Sarva Onmadini, Sarvartha Sadhake, Sarva Sampatti Purani, Sarva Mantramayi, Sarva Dvandvakshayankari, Sarva सौभाग्यदायक चक्र स्वामिनी संप्रदाय योगिनी सर्व सिद्धि प्रदे सर्व संपत् प्रदे सर्व प्रियंकरी सर्व मंगलकारिणी सर्व काम प्रदे सर्व दुख विमोचनी सर्व मृत्यु प्रशमनी सर्व विघ्न निवारिणी सर्वांग सुंदरी सर्व सौभाग्यदायक दायिनी सर्वार्थ साधक चक्र स्वामिनी कुलोत्तीर्ण योगिनी सर्वज्ञे सर्वशक्ते सर्वैश्वर्य प्रदायिनी सर्वज्ञानमयी सर्वव्याधि विनाशिनी सर्वाधार स्वरूपे सर्वपापहरे सर्वानंदमयी सर्वरक्षा स्वरूपिणी सर्वेप्सित फलप्रदे सर्वरक्षा करचक्र स्वामिनी निगर्भ योगिनी वशिनी कामेश्वरी मोदिनी विमले अरुणी जयिनी सर्वेश्वरी कौलिनी सर्वरोगहर चक्र स्वामिनी रहस्य योगिनी बाणिनी चापिनी पाशिनी अंकुशिनी महाकामेश्वरी महावज्रेश्वरी महाभगमालिनी सर्वसिद्धिप्रद चक्र स्वामिनी अतिरहस्य योगिनी श्री श्री महाभट्टारिके सर्वानंदमय चक्र स्वामिनी परापर रहस्य योगिनी त्रिपुरे त्रिपुरेसी त्रिपुर सुंदरी त्रिपुरवासिनी त्रिपुराश्री त्रिपुरमालिनी त्रिपुरा सिद्धे त्रिपुरांबा महात्रिपुर सुंदरी महामहेश्वरी महामहाराज्ञी महामहाशक्ते महामहागुप्ते महामहाज्ञप्ते महामहानंदे महामहास्कंदे महामहाशये महामहाश्रीचक्र नगर साम्राज्ञी नमस्ते 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 नमः. So we finished chanting the stotram, Khadgamala stotram. So Khadgamala is nothing but Sri Chakram. So first avarana, the square, we are going from outward. The square we have finished, that is Trailokya Mohana Chakram, Prakata Yogini. And then 28 devatas are there in 3 lines, 10, 8, 10. So total is 28 devatas are there who are protecting us and pulling us inside to go to mother. So that is what we saw, all the devatas. And then second avarana, that Vrittatrayam, that is called Mekhalatrayam, that is not a chakram, that is not avarana. In 9 avaranas, that is not one. But that is there. Mekhalatrayam, we saw. To cross over that, mother gives us tests. That's all it is. And then we finished that 16 petals, that second avarana. That one we finished last week. So that is the second one, 16 of them. Akarshana Devata, attractions Devata, Kama Karshini, Buddhya Karshini, Ahankara Karshini, Shabda Karshini, Sparsha Karshini. All the 16 Devatas, Kama Karshini to up to Sharira Karshini, there are 16 devatas are there, 1-6. That whole thing is second layer. We finished that one last week. That chakram is called Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakram. So mother will fulfill all our hopes, desires, everything. So we can go further in our sadhana. And now today we are going to see the third avarana. That is with 8 petals. That 8 petals, that avarana. Ashtadala Padmam. So that is why there are 8 devatas. You have to imagine, you have to visualize in each petal, each devata is sitting. Trailokya Mohana Chakram, we already mentioned, we talked about it. It's our feet. And then Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakram. Second layer is our, all the 16 devatas are residing in our below the waist, below the Nabhi, navel, Kati Pradesham, that is what in Sanskritam called. So that is where all of them are residing. We need to visualize this. We need to feel that they are all protecting us. They are taking insight to Bindu. That's where Mahakameshwara, Mahakameshwari are there. So now this third avarana, the third layer is in our Nabhi. Nabhi means our navel. Navel area, these 8 devatas are sitting, protecting us, taking forward. And then one more point I already mentioned before, first, second, third. The third one we are doing today. 3 of them are for our personality development. First, our refinement has to happen in our personality, means in us, inside us. Nothing to do with the world. First, so far sadhana is not begin yet. This is only personality development. So this is now these devatas, 8 devatas are called this your chakram is Sarva Sankshobhana Chakram. Even that chakram name is Sarva Sankshobhana Chakram. Sankshobhana means disturbances. All the up and downs in our life are in us, or our situations, whatever comes outside, we get disturbed. So that is what Sarva Sankshobhana Chakram, the name of that chakram, avarana or layer. And then there are 8 devatas are there. 8 of them are Anangama, Ananga Kusuma, Ananga Mekhala, Ananga Madana, Ananga Madanature, Ananga Rekha, Ananga Mekhala, first one. Now this one is Ananga Rekha, Ananga Vegini, Ananga Ankushe, Ananga Malini. Up to there, 8 devatas are sitting in our navel area. That is our Nabhi, protecting us. They are all Ananga, means they don't have body. Body means a physical body. They don't have like us. Physical eyes will see only physical. Whatever gross body, whatever we can see or touch, all that, they don't have the physical body. These are all subtle bodies. Subtle means energy bodies. Remember, each one we are doing that, they are mudra devatas before, and now these are subtle energies. So they give us inside that energy. Energy means nothing but aura around us. When people come in contact, they also feel, we also, that is why we feel that when in front of Mahatmas, we feel the energy. This is what subtle energy. These mothers are protecting them. That is why we want to stay with the Mahatmas, near Mahatmas, Sadhu Purushas. Why? This is the reason. Their subtle energy, that aura, is attracting us. So this way, energy only, though there is no physical in this one, subtle energies. So now we'll see the as usual. Now the yogini is also changing. Gupta Tara yogini. Before, first one is Prakata yogini. Prakata means opened arms. She's like fully armed with physically or emotionally, and then subtle also. She's opened her arms and inviting us. Prakata yogini. Now Gupta yogini, second one came. Gupta means secret. Now this one is Gupta Tara yogini. This one is even subtle. Subtlest, subtlest. This is the subtler one, because we are going inside to our mother. So this is how it is. Now first devata is called Ananga Kusuma. Now let us, we are seeing a little bit of each devata, what does it do, all that we are seeing. Kusuma means flower. Flower representation of what? See, flower has so many characteristics. It is so soft. And when it is a bud, we don't feel the fragrance. We don't appreciate, we don't enjoy. But when it blooms, it is so beautiful, very nice colors we see. And then there is a beautiful fragrance. And then they are so soft. That is what these devatas do. We should be like a flower, like how Gurudev used that. Gurudev has a statement. What does he say? Be like a flower. Spread the fragrance and happiness whoever is comes in contact with you, whoever is around you. Spread the goodness. Mean, be like a flower. Spread the fragrance and happiness. So that is what Gurudev's quotation. So be like a flower, spread fragrance and happiness to all, everybody. So that is what Ananga Kusuma Devata means. Vikasanatmakam, mental expansion takes place. Then we will become all the vasanas, that fragrance become suvasana, means good vasanas, good tendencies, good samskara. Then that mental expansion takes place. Then we feel everybody is in me, I am in everybody. I means here mother. So these devata will help us be like a flower, soft, even in our speech, in our life, when we walk, everywhere that softness comes. So this is, our life will be soft too. We enjoy and appreciate everything around, everything. So that is what Ananga Kusuma Devata. And then it gives us the relief, because we feel we are limited, as though somebody is trying us in our heart, in our mind. But now this mother will help us to expand. So from actually yogic point of view, our sadhana, like we go upward. Nabhi is the area. What happens is, in our body, see this Lalita Sahasranama, this Sri Vidya is so beautiful. It connects to us. See, everything we can connect. See, our sadhana, when we go upward, Nabhi, where there is a navel area only, we go upward. Below two are like only procreation and then excretion, that's all. So this is where our sadhana starts actually. This is very, very important. These devatas blessings are very, very important to go forward in our sadhana. So Ananga Kusuma does that one, make a mental expansion. See, that's why they are called, these 8 devatas are called Nidra devatas. Why? Because we are sleeping to know about mother, to our real nature. We are sleeping, Nidra devata. So they awaken us. This is how it happens. Subtle energies awaken. That is why they say awakened state. This is what it is. These are very helpful, very, very helpful. That is why I might take a little extra time. It might go next week. We don't know. We'll see how mother will lead us. But I just want to concentrate a little more on this one. Very, very important for seekers like us. So Ananga Kusuma Devata helps us to become like a flower. So Nidra Devata, see, I will give you an example here. So if you ask a child to read or study or do homework, what does the child say? Even for us too, if we open the book, Vedantic book especially, then we fall asleep. Isn't it true? This is Nidra Devata. So, but what happens if we put the TV or any dance program, anything, they say, wow, they are ready, energetic. So we are right now, our state is, we are in sleep, Nidra, ignorance. Vedantin say ignorance, not knowing our true nature, who we are. We are sleeping in that state. So these devatas will awaken us, awaken devatas. So they Nidra devatas, then they will awaken. That is why these 8 devatas are called, we have Ashtapashas. Ashta means 8, Pashas means like rope. Nobody tied us. We tied ourselves, as though Ashtapasha, 8 Pashas, as though. See, this is so interesting that 8 Pashas, I will tell you, then it's very beautiful for our sadhana. First is Gruna. Gruna, I will give you Sanskrit word and tell you in English also. Because Sanskrit is a beautiful language. We should know some words. It will help us when we read scriptures. Gruna means anger. Anger is called Gruna. See, that is the pasha. Pasha means like a rope tying us, not like somebody is putting a rope on a cow and then tying it to a pole, not like that. We are tying ourselves with these pashas, ropes, anger. So that's why we have these 8 devatas. And then again, that is why we have Ashtalakshmis. Mother is protecting us. Ashtalakshmi, Adi Lakshmi, Vidya Lakshmi, Vijaya Lakshmi, Dhairya Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi, Santana Lakshmi, Gaja Lakshmi, then Dhairya Lakshmi. Like that, we have 8 Lakshmis are there. To remove these pashas, these Ananga Devatas are also like that. They remove this Ashtapasha. First one is Grina, anger. Second one is, first I will go through, then I will elaborate. That way, even if you write it, you have it ready. First one is Grina, anger. Second one is Shanka. Shanka means doubt. Doubt. Third one is Bhayam, fear. Fourth one is Lajja. Lajja means ashamed of. Fourth one. Fifth one is Jugupsa. Jugupsa means hatred. Sixth one is Jati. Jati means a race. I belong to this race. Asian, Caucasian, like that race. Jati. And the seventh one is Kula. Kula means our, there are meanings. I will tell you. I will elaborate later. And first, seventh one is Kula. And usually Kula means everybody understands as caste. Eighth one is Sheelam. Sheelam means character, conduct. That is why we get the conduct certificate. When we leave out the school or college, they will ask, bring the conduct certificate. Sheelam means that. First one is Grina, anger. Second one is Shanka, doubt. Third one is Bhayam, fear. Fourth one is Lajja, ashamed of. Fifth one is Jugupsa, hatred. Sixth one is Jati, race. Seventh one is Kula, means caste. And then Sheelam. Eighth one is Sheelam, means character or conduct. So this is how these eight pashas, means like as though we are tied up. That is why these Ananga, these 8 devatas will help us remove all that pashas. Pasha means, I told you, these are all like a bandage, tying us up. Anger, I don't need to explain. We all know, everybody goes through every minute. Husband, children, or wife, with surroundings, we all get angry. So there is no much explanation on that. So that is why we need Vijaya Lakshmi, means to win over my inner, my personality. That is why Vijaya Lakshmi. That is why this Ananga Kusuma will help us be like a flower. So this is the first one. And next one is Shanka, the doubt. I'm explaining this one and then I will go back to our Ananga Devatas. Because then otherwise you will wonder what is happening to these Ashtapashas, ropes, as though tied up. And then Shanka means doubt. Doubting everywhere, always. Anumanam means suspicion or doubt. Shanka, Samshayatma Vinashyati, Samshayam. Sri Krishna always says, Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Whoever has faith, they will attain knowledge. So Shanka, the doubts. Even when Guru says, we have the doubt. Scripture says we have doubt. Why do we need to do that? We question. See, I will give you just today one example. We see, today is my mother-in-law's Tidhi, means every year, like all of you know, every year if they pass away, we do every year our rituals, right? Son does it and daughter-in-law both, they have to do. That is what scriptures say. So then if we tell our children, they ask a question, what is the purpose? It's good. Why do we need to do it? Are we seeing them? We don't know. Where is it going? This is the general question. The doubt comes to us. That is why we need to have faith in our scriptures. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. This is such a beautiful ceremony, as you are really inviting them, you are really, really asking their blessings through mantras. The priest will chant mantra, this is like a feeling, this is like a visualization. They are not coming in a physical form, we don't see it. There is no question. This is all energies. That is why Ananga Kusuma Devatas means energies, energy bodies, subtle form. With these mantras, the surroundings, when we do this, all we call pinda, means that rice balls, whatever we prepare, this is all like a part of ceremony. Then we feel that energy, we feel they are there, they are blessing us. This is very good for our children and grandchildren, for us too. The reason they always want that Vamsha, that lineage to go forward. They want to see that lineage, children, grandchildren, great grandchildren. That is why they will happily bless us wherever they are. That subtle body, wherever it is. Never think they come physically like these devatas. Nothing to do physical. Am I seeing them? No, I don't see my mother-in-law physically. But this is like energy. I know she is there. I know she is blessing us. That feeling comes because of that mantra, because of the faith in our scriptures. Very beautifully tells in Kathopanishad. So that is why Shanka. So never have doubts in our scriptures, because our rishis thought about it. They are giving their visualization, their feelings, whatever, and then through shastras to help us, to raise us. Wherever we are, we get lifted up. So we get higher thinking. These are all subtle energies. Shanka means doubt will, how does it go? With Vidya Lakshmi, with knowledge. Knowledge will take us away. Higher world means higher state. So that is what Vidya Lakshmi we need, her blessings. And third one is Bhaya. Bhaya means fear. Always fear of what will happen to me when I get old. For future we get worried, is somebody is going to take care of me? It's natural for all of us. And then our children will do it, or somebody will take care of us. By God's grace, luckily we don't have that worry. We do have enough money. By God's grace, I think all of us are in such a good position. We are okay with that. But then that other worry is, who will take care of me? I don't want to be bedridden. I don't want to have to depend on anybody. That bhayam, fear is there back of our mind. Children get married, we get worried. Are they going to be happy rest of our life, or are they going to get children? Endless worry. If we want to become fearful or worry, this is endless. So that is why we need Dhairya Lakshmi. These are all pashas, bhaya. The pasha is a bondage, as though bondage in us, inside us. So Dhairya Lakshmi gives us support, gives the courage. That is why even Sri Krishna says in 16th chapter, Daiva Asura Sampad Vibhaga Yogam. Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhihi Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi Danam Damascha Yajnascha Swadhyayastapa. That is how he starts. Abhayam, fearlessness, is the first quality for Daivi Sampatti, to go to divinity, to go to higher state of consciousness. So that bhayam has to go away. That is why even Hanumanji, Nirbhayatvam, there is no fear when we pray to Hanumanji. Nirbhayatvam is his quality. He will bless us. So that bhayam is the third one. Then fourth one is, these are all pashas. That's why I'm telling, these devatas are helping us, including that Lakshmis also we are bringing, because we hear those Lakshmis all the time. That is why we can make the connection. So lajja means ashamed. Ashamed could be in two ways. See, that's why we sing that stotram ya devi sarva bhuteshu lajja rupena samstita namastasyai 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 namo namaha. That lajja is ashamed. Ashamed can be actually positive or negative, both ways. It helps us. It works like a medicine for us. Let us see good way. Good way means how it works like a medicine. When I am ashamed or lajja, why I'm ashamed? Why? Because I'm not able to get up in the morning. Our Brahma Muhurta, let us say 4 o'clock or maybe 5:30 before the sunrise. I'm not able to get up. This is the lajja. This I'm ashamed of. Or I'm not able to attend satsang. I'm not able to attend. So that's why I'm ashamed of lajja. I'm not able to read my stotra. I'm not able to do meditation. This is ashamed, but this helps us grow. Because one day or other, mother will bless us. Because he's feeling the jiva, the sadhaka, mother knows. These mothers, Ananga Devatas, 8 of them knows. They say, oh yeah, the jiva or seeker is feeling inside. Because they are staying in our nabhi. They know our feelings. So that's why they will bless us. So that's why that is one type of ashamed. I'm not able to do my japa, 108, whatever. I'm ashamed of this. This is the positive way. This will help us to grow. This will works as a medicine. Now, negative way, what does it do? I'm ashamed. I don't have enough money. I'm ashamed. I'm not beautiful. That's why I'm not able to go in front of people. I'm ashamed. I don't have status. Why? In front of mother, we are all equal. We don't need to be afraid, or we don't need to feel this ashamed of this. I don't have that beauty. I don't have that money, or I don't have that power, or I don't have the divinity like you, or I don't have the discipline like you, or I don't have commitment like you. All those, is really bogs us down, pull us down. See, that is why this lajja, ashamed, can be in two ways too. Ashamed of everything. That is why they don't face that. They go into depression too. That is why this chanting, this Khadgamala is very, very important. We are carrying a sword now. Mother is helping us. So it gives us the strength. So now what the lajja, that's why Hriya Deyam, Shraddhaya Deyam, Asraddhaya Deyam means give, don't give. Hriya Deyam, that is why Taittiriya Upanishad says Hriya Deyam means give. Deyam means giving away. Give with lajja means with lajja means shyness. Why? They said that, oh, I have so much, I'm not able to give. Yeah, I'm giving very little. In any way, not only money. Whenever giving comes, we are blocked. We think only money. Not only money. Our good speech, our good words, our helping hands, our knowledge, and our like a strong body help us give to serve people. It's always we think about money. Whenever giving comes, our mind always think only money. We have to include all these. That's why Hriya Deyam means, oh, I have so much, I'm not able to do it. That shyness, that lajja we need to feel. This is a good way. I can do more in all these things. Not only money, all these things. That is why lajja. Lajja is, then Santana Lakshmi will help. Santana Lakshmi means, see, this is 8 devatas. All these 8 devatas we are doing. All these devatas will help us. It may not be particularly Ananga Madana Ture, Ananga Vegini, particularly we may not substitute with this Devata for this Devata, like how we are doing for Lakshmi, because the reason I'm saying is you might have the doubt, where does this fit in? All these 8 devatas will come. This section is like everything is interconnected, not like a particular devata will help us in certain way. They all balance one another. They all support one another. They all interconnected. They are all interconnected. But Lakshmi is, they are so particular, I'm able to connect to it. Because Ashtapashas, Lakshmi is nothing other than our mother, Lalita Para Bhattarika. Everything is same. All mothers are one. Anyway, every gods are one anyway. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. That Sat is one. Existence, consciousness, bliss. That is only one. So that oneness we are going, they are all complementing one another, not contradicting. So this is why we are bringing 8 devatas, 8 pashas, and then pasha means as bondage or ignorance. And then we are bringing the Lakshmis. Lakshmi means Aishwarya, the positivity in us. Now for Lajja, I said Santana Lakshmi. Now, what is it? Santana means we all think only the children. Where does this one fit? See, our rishis are so great. Santana means like asset. That is why we say Santanam Saubhagyam. Subhagyam is Saubhagyam. Be good in everything. Olden days, Santana means like asset. Everybody used to have 10 children. They used to be proud of their children. See, that's how their asset. That is why in our scriptures say 11th child is whenever there is a wedding happens, the priest chant these mantras. We don't know the meanings. That is a very beautiful topic actually. Maybe 1 or 2 of classes we'll do separately later after this. Beautiful mantras are there. See what the mantra, one mantra says, I am the husband is like 11th child. Means 10 children have lot of children. That is their asset. Santana Lakshmi, they used to be proud of their children. They're having like now we say, I have 10 cars. We are proud of it. Or we say our buildings. Wow, I'm very proud of, I have 10 buildings. They see that olden days they used to show in their children. That is why all of us, we are 9 children. My husband is 11 children, 9 children. They are 8 children. See, parents were proud of it. They are assets. That is why that lajja to go away, that ashamedness, we need the assets. That is Santana Lakshmi has to bless us. That is why Santana Lakshmi. Anyway, poverty also, that also again, assets, right? So children are also asset. So Santana Lakshmi has to bless. Then now we are going to 5th one. Jugupsa means hatred. See, one thing is anger compared to, this is comparison, okay? I'm not going to say anger is better. Compared to anger or hatred, anger is okay. Jugupsa means hatred. Who are we to hate anybody? Everything is mother's creation. Everybody, mother is in everybody, including myself too, in everybody, all of you, and in every creature. Brahma Kita Janani means that Kita means that ant to Brahmaji. Through in and through everybody. Brahma Kita Janani means Lalita Sahasranamam name. One nama is there. So that is why in and through everybody, in all of us, who am I to hate anybody? That hatred, we cannot stand, we will burn inside. Jugupsa means hatred. I can deal with anybody, I cannot stand this person. Who are we to say that? Everything is mother's creation. We did not create anything. How can I be hatred on anybody? So there is that is why Dhanya Lakshmi. Then again, Dhanya means, what do we think? Like rice, paddy, or wheat, or any Dhanya. That's how we think. Our thought go towards that. Dhanya means what? Bijam, seed. Even the worry that rice, paddy, will grow out of that bijam. Means here, bijam mam sarva bhutanam. Sri Krishna also says, bijam means that seed in all of us, in mother only. That's how we grew. From father's seed came to mother. Father is the giver, mother is the receiver. That is why Shiva and Parvati. That is why we respect our parents. Giver and receiver. That seed, who gave that seed in father? Mother gave the seed. Mother, yeah, mother is in them too. And then they pass it to us. So that's how it is going. That seed in us is mother. So that is why never hate anybody. Because mother in it is in everybody, all of us, each and everybody. So that is where seed is, that bijam is Dhanya Lakshmi. Then sixth one is Jati. Jati means a race, like a group. Like let us say I belong to Asian or Caucasian or something, that race, Jati. That is why Viveka Chudamani, Shankaracharya says about Atma, that self, Jati Niti Kula Gotra Duragam. Means that Jati means there is no race. Kula, there is no caste also to that self. These are all pashas. I belong to this. I belong to this race. I am the highest race. I am, see that we want to prove it to world. We want to prove it to ourselves too. Because we are tied up, limited. We are thinking limited. Our goal is to go limitless, go to expansion. They are tying us. See here, Jati is Adi Lakshmi. The first one, Adi Lakshmi, Vidya Lakshmi. That Adi means root. It will uproot, this Lakshmi will uproot this with Mule Kutare. That is what Shankaracharya uses in his Bhashya. Mula means all the way up to bottom. That two roots, it has to go away. When we hear good things, our speeches, it goes away. But then we bring it back. I belong to this. I belong to only mother. This is our inner energies, inner feelings, inner visualization. Nothing to do outer. Okay? And then this is Adi Lakshmi, Moolam, that has to go. That means I need to introspect myself. See, where am I? Where am I going? Where my thoughts are going? What am I holding on to? All these pashas, where am I? We need to check ourselves to go to higher level, because this that's why this layer, this avarana is very important, because we have to go higher. We are going towards our heart and then our throat, all that, because we are going to reach our Sahasrara, that is our Bindu. That's where Shiva and Parvati are there. To move forward, we need to destroy all the limitations, all the pashas, all the ignorances we have. So that is what Jati. Sixth one we saw. Seventh one, that Lakshmi is Adi Lakshmi. And now seventh one is Kula. I belong to this caste. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, whatever, Shudra. Now they are everybody is feeling that too. Even they have a lot of varieties too. I belong to this. So many fights happen in India. Even politicians make you, you all know anyway. I don't need to go into that. Everybody is posting on internet everywhere. So I'm not going to go in that part. But Kula means caste, all of you know. And then Actually, that is in our body. See, the Brahmana means thinking power. Is called, that name is given, that's all. That is called our head, means on our face. That is called Brahmana. And in our body, Kshatriya means warriors, to fight. We always, if somebody comes, first we put our hands to protect ourselves. So that is Kshatriya. Kshatriya means to protect, not to fall. That is what our hands are, our Kshatriyas. And then our thighs are very important. That is a Vaishya. And then our feet, without feet, we cannot even stand up. That is Shudra. They are, see, this is very beautifully given in our scriptures. We need thinking power. We need protecting power. To do any action, we need our hands. And to stand up, we need our thighs and our feet. In society also, all these are all needed. So that is why Bhagavad Gita also, Sri Krishna explains very beautifully. So that caste. And one more meaning I will give you here. This is a Samanya Ardham, means a common meaning everybody knows. Second one is even Guru Parampara. That is also has Vamsha, like a Paramaguru, Guruvu, Paramaguruvu, Parameshti Guruvu, Shankaracharya, then Govinda Bhagavat Pada, then Gauda Pada, like that, their lineage. That is also, that caste is like a Vamsha lineage. We pass on our assets or our last name, all that we pass on, our traditions. That is Vamsha. Even gurus have that lineage too. Gaudapada, Govinda Bhagavat Pada, and Shankaracharya. That's how the traditions came. Even let us say, for perfect example is whoever taught, let us say Bodhatmananda taught us, or let us say Tejomayananda, then our Guru, then Parama Guru, Swami Chinmayananda, Parameshti Guru, then Swami Tapovana Maharaj. Like that, Guru lineage is there too. And then third one I want to give another meaning is, I'm not going to go elaborate because we thought about it, we'll do it like a section. Another one is Kula, means our Shat Chakra. All the 6 chakras are also called Kula. That is called Kula path, Kula Margam, Kaulini, Kula Yogini, Lalita Sahasranama comes. That section, some names are there. That is also called Kula. Kula Margam, that path. Shatchakra path, all the Mooladharam, Swadhishtanam, and then Anahatam, and then Vishuddhi, and then Agnya Chakram. All that Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura. That is what we are talking about. Nabhi, Manipura, and Anahata. That's where in our heart. Vishuddhi, Kantasthanam, Agnya Chakram, at the between our eyebrows, and then Sahasrara. Sahasrara is the 7th one. That is why they call Shat Chakra. At that spinal cord, each energy pointers are there, subtle energies. So that is what Kula is. That is also again Gaja Lakshmi will help us. Gaja means even when we do 16 Shodashi Upachara, we do Gajarohanam. See, we don't say lion, even though lion is I'm giving you example. Lion is a forest animal king, lion king, we say. But we don't say Simharohanam, Gajar, we don't say lion arohanam, we don't say that. Or giraffe arohanam, giraffe animal. We don't say that. Gajarohanam, we say. Even another just pointer I'm giving, astrology also say Gajarohanam, Gajakesara Yogam. Yogam means that is a very highest yogam. It is called in astrology, Gajakesara Yogam. If they have it, there are so many yogas, but I'm just telling you one. According to astrology also, they say Gajakesari Yogam. See, that is why Gajalakshmi will help us to go forward, to move, uplift us, to go through our Shat Chakras. This is about kula. Take out that limitedness. And then 8th one is Sheelam. Sheelam means character or conduct, Vyaktitvam. Usually again, Sheelam means we think it's physical. Somebody raised chastity, or we use that word. All of us are very familiar with that. But Sheelam is have good conduct. That is character. Yeah, only today, see how mother worked so beautifully. Only today somebody sent a message very beautifully. See, they said, if you have money, what happens when you leave? People will use like kings. They use the sandalwood sticks instead of regular sticks to burn the body. They will use sandalwood sticks. Then they forget. If you have a name, if you have a fame, lot of money, what happens if you watch any football or baseball or soccer, anything, you get it in a good arena and sit it in a balcony seat. That's all it is. And then if you have a beauty, physical beauty, everybody will take a picture and send WhatsApp. Beauty, they want to capture. But if you have Sheelam, good conduct, what do? They keep you in your heart. Good conduct, Sheelam, they keep you in your heart, keep the person in the heart. That is why when I'm giving you example, when people say, we don't say millionaire passed away or billionaire passed away. We don't use those words. We will say, what do we say? Wow, what a nice person. What a charitable person. What a good person. He helps in the society. We really miss him. We think about that person. That is called good conduct, good character. That is why somebody mentioned other day also, if we lose money, it's okay. And health also, it can be gained. But if character is gone, everything is gone. That is why in olden days, they used to give very, very important to character. Sheelam is that much important. Even getting married to the children, they used to look for character, not for so much money or so many degrees. If they have character, I am ready to give my child. I am sure you must have faced that one. Character is given very highest importance. For that one, Dhanalakshmi. Dhanalakshmi means not only money. We always talked about this one. Aishwarya, all the positivity, nothing to do with money. Money is, of course, dhanamulamidam jagat. Money is necessary. No, everybody needs it. Even gods needs it. Temples needs it. Organizations needs it. For our survival, we need money. No doubt about that. But not only, we should not restrict only for the money. Dhanalakshmi means that highest, that whole positivity, Aishwarya. That is why they say Aishwarya. Even Sri Suktam says Dhanam Agnir Dhanam Vayuhu. Means Agni means speech. If I speak well, Agni Devata is representation of speech. If I speak well, people will remember. Wow, what a soft spoken person, soft spoken lady or man. See, that is what character is. This is very important section and very, very useful to us, for our seekers like us. We need to go forward. Remember, this is the third one in our personality development. 1, 2, 3. Trilokya Mohana Chakram, first one. Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakram, that 16 petal one. This is the third one. This, until we refine in every aspect in our personality, we will not move forward in our sadhana. This is very, very important one. That is why I'm taking little more time, because then I will explain little bit of Ananga Kusuma I started. Then I will explain to you rest of them. Sheela means Vyaktitvam, character, Dhanalakshmi. That is why this is, even Kathopanishad says, this path, getting into spiritual path, move forward, is like a Kshurasya Dhara. means like walking on a razor blade. We have to introspect every moment. How am I spending? Where am I? Where am I going? Think about it. That is why Asidhara Vratam. Vratam means vow. It is called Vratam. I'm taking this vow. Asidhara Vratam means that I'm going to walk on this path. Very doesn't mean, oh my God, I need to walk on the razor blade. Am I going to bleed? Not physically. This is all energies, Ananga Devata. These are all nothing to do with physical. Not that today I need to bring a razor blade or a knife and walk on that. No, no, no. We get hurt and we bleed. We have to go to emergency room. No, no, no. Nothing to do with physical. This is mental refinement, subtle body refinement. These devatas will help us to move forward. So that is why this is Asidhara Vratam. That is why we need to do Chintana. Guruji put it beautifully in Jnanasara. Koham kutoham kimidam cha vishvam kam pujayanti ha janascha devam prayojanam kim mama jivanascha jignasureva vichinoti nityam. That is why we need to do Chintana, means reflect, think about it. Means where am Koham, who am I? Am I this physical body? Or am I subtle body? Or causal body? Who am I? Scriptures are saying, I am Satchit Ananda, existence, consciousness and bliss. But I am not feeling that. I feel sorrowful. I get angry. I don't like some people. I like some people. I get fearful. And I, like whatever I said, all these pashas, I'm bound by these. Koham, who am I? That chintana, that reflection has to happen. Kutoham, where have I come from? Where was I before? Where was I? I came to this world. And what is my purpose? Kimidam, what is my purpose? Why was I born? What human, they are saying human birth is the highest evolution in whole creation. What is my purpose? What is my goal? What should I achieve? That chintana, that reflection has to happen. Our goal is to know our true nature. Who am I? That is why the birth is given, human birth giving. That is why we need to make use of it. This chintana has to happen. So, and then Kimidam cha Vishwam. What is this Vishwam? Means universe, this world. Who created this? I did not create. It was there before I came. So who created then? Then creator must be there. Who is that creator? That chintana, reflection has to happen, thinking about it. And Kimidam cha Vishwam kam pujayanti ha janascha devam. Who is this God? Everybody is talking, everybody is praying, everybody is worshipping. Who is that? I want to know, I need to know. All these thoughts, this chintana has to come. Then only we will move forward. Then only the personality refinement will take place. Then for that, first thing, whatever we need to do, some sadhana. See, every day we go through this, but we are not paying attention. See, as soon as we get up, don't we feel like a maunam means silence? No thoughts. Observe that. But we don't stay there. But we always get, as soon as get up, we feel like a full. We feel happy. We feel the silence. If you observe, even if you observe fraction of a second, that is the greatest thing. That maunam, we are there. rather than, oh, what do I need to do? What time is it? Oh, did I get up too early or too late? That is already, that I-ness came. But as soon as we get up, we feel that really connected to the source, but we don't pay attention. Observe that tomorrow morning, as soon as that is called maunam, that silence. First step is that silence, observe that. And second one is dhyanam. Dhyanam means meditate. Whatever we read, whatever we remember, anything. This Khadgamala, we talked about so much. Just to think about it, even a fraction of a second or a second, just 1 second or 1 minute, dhyanam. First one is just maunam, dhyanam. Then third one is, again, now we got up and do our daily routine, daily, brushing up, taking bath, all that, and then do our puja like anushtana. That is why, that means we do every day. And then prapanchika pravrutti means whatever we need to do in day-to-day life, like take care of family, children, grandchildren, husband, wife, and then go to work. Whatever it is, prapanchika pravrutti means whatever need to be done, we need to do. So first one is maunam. Chintana has to always, that is reflection. We are, because we want to move forward, we want to know who I am. That is why the chintana. But that is not in sadhana part. First one is maunam. Concentrate. Even fraction of a second, if we stay there, that is good. Instead of rushing, hurry, burry. And then dhyanam. Just again, even fraction of a second, 1 second, I'm saying, not so long. Even that 1 minute, that is really great. And then third one is anushtanam. Do our, take bath and brush our teeth, whatever regular duties. And then anushtanam, like a puja or japa or meditation, whatever we do. Then before we go into our prapanchika pravrutti, means whatever we do, that is the fourth one. And dhyana has to happen constantly back of our mind, because we have to do our duties. So that is why we need to do all the duties, whatever need to be done. So these are all like a whole package. These devatas will help us to go forward. So there are some more. I'm going to tell you what is that Ananga Mekhala, Ananga Madana, all those devatas are representation. That I will give you next week, maybe half the session. We'll go through little bit more on this section, because like I said, this is the Nabhi area. We are going upward. These are all help. They help us in our day-to-day life also. It's very important section. Okay, so now our time is also up. I'm going to conclude here. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Thank you, Shamaji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andy.
Hari Om.